Hey fam. I am so tired. It is currently 11:04, so way later start to my day than I wanted. My cat, along with my poor sleep hygiene, have wrecked my sleeping schedule lately, so here we are. I am currently in line at Starbucks. I'm going to pick up one of those like Impossible breakfast sandwiches. They are so good. Probably not great for you, but here we are. And then I'm gonna head to a coffee shop and sit outside, and obviously like wear my mask and everything, and I'm going to edit 2 essays first. I have a girl that I was helping with her personal statement. I am now helping her with a supplemental essay, so that's always nice to know that like students trust you when they will edit or send you one essay to edit kind of as like a test run, and then if they like what you do and like the way that you help them, then they'll send you more essays. So I guess that's just how all like client relationships work. Anyway, whatever. And then another person who signed up for my essay editing services like a month ago and then just now finished their draft and sent it to me. So if you're watching, you need essays edited, you can go ahead and purchase now. Don't worry, I'm just not gonna like run away with all your money, but and then you can send it to me later. You don't have to like wait till you're ready to submit a draft. Anywho, then after I get those 2 things done, I need to study for the NPTE. I started studying in January, and then I would say like mid-January was when I moved to my new rotation, and then I think end of January was CSM out in Denver, and I think after that was when I started my actual like dedicated studying. And I was mentally preparing for an April exam, and so I knew I had 3 months, and every day I would come home from rotations and just like buckle down, study. I did end up switching my exam to July, but like before all the COVID craziness happened, but I just don't think I never took the break that I should have. I took maybe like 2 weeks off, but I think I should have taken like a solid month or 2 off and then jumped back in and started studying from scratch, because now I feel like I've been trying to study consistently since January, but I definitely took like an entire month off. I was having really bad anxiety about some things, and it was really hard for me to study. So it wasn't like I was like, okay, I'm going to take this month off and not study. It was me trying to study and kind of melting down every time I did. So it's just been kind of like a rough road, and then I had my exam canceled. I rescheduled for a site like 2.5 hours away, only 1 day after my original date, so that's good, because the next date is like end of August, like 3 hours away from here, and I just don't think I could do that anymore. Like if I get there and it's canceled, like I'm done. I'm changing careers, it's over, because it's just been so much mental turmoil, and to try to recall things that you studied 7 months ago, it just, you can't do it if you're not using it, and like if you don't have that repetition piece or that like implementing it into patient care piece. If it's just like in theory and you're just studying it, oh my gosh, it's so tough. It's so tough. So I am ready to be donezo with this exam. I have a 1.5 weeks left, and then I am putting the books away forever. Maybe not forever, but for a very long time. If I pass, I will upload a separate video explaining how I studied for the exam. I wouldn't say that I'm any sort of like model to follow. It's been a very rough, like long 7 months of trying to study, but if anyone is curious, I will upload that for y'all. If I don't pass, just don't even know. With the licensure exam for PTs, like you can take it, I think up to 3 times, and you have to wait a certain amount of months before you can take it again. I don't honestly remember all the rules. I would rather not think about it. I would rather just focus on passing the first time. And if I don't pass the first time, it's not the end of the world. Like it's not like, that doesn't mean I'm stupid, you know, like doesn't mean that I don't know what I'm talking about. It's just a standardized test. The reason I'm so like worried about not passing the first time is because I can't do another 3 months of this. Like I just can't. I think I would have to take like a solid month just completely off, not think about anything, not talk to anyone, and then jump back in full force, because like I can't even imagine another like 2 to 3 days of this, which is the reality, let alone another 3 months. Like, I just, oh my gosh. Nope. I'm gonna turn this video off now because I'm not thinking about it anymore. I'm not.
Welcome, Starbucks. What can I get started for you?
Hey, can I get the Impossible breakfast sandwich?
Absolutely. Would you like anything to drink today?
No, that's okay.
All right, 5:30.
Thank you. So stoked. I've definitely gotten some questions about why I haven't posted in Flippin' Forever. When you're at home in quarantine and you're a hijabi and it's this hot, you're spending all your days in t-shirts and shorts. So not only would I have to put on a hijab, but I would have to put on sleeves, and I would have to make sure that like you can't see my legs if I choose not to put on pants, just for the sake of a video. And so I feel like vlogging is a lot harder because I'm not going to spend the entire day wearing like long sleeves and a hijab just for the sake of like showing what I do in a day. As much as I would love that, like I would love to just pick up the camera and just start recording. Hello. I would love to just pick up the camera and start recording whenever like I feel an inspiration to, and just like whenever I feel like I'm doing something that's worth sharing. But I also just don't feel like it's worth it because it's hot and it's the summer and I'm a hijabi. So yeah, that's why I haven't been on. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks. You too. Okay, so coffee shop number 1 was kind of a bust. It was great. I was the only one out there, and then a couple other people showed up, and I was like, okay, but like they're sitting behind me, I've got my mask on. And then an older gentleman walks up and he was like, hey, can I use this chair that was like at my table? And I was like, of course. And then I didn't realize he was gonna sit down with me at this little table, and I was like, I thought he wanted the chair for like elsewhere. And so I was like, okay, like this is fine. And then he wasn't wearing a mask and was whistling, and like, I don't know. I was like, okay, you might as well be talking right in my face. So I left because, you know what, there is no such thing as being paranoid during a pandemic. So I know how difficult it is for me to get work done at home. Like, it's not just one of those like, oh, I prefer to be at a coffee shop. Like, I genuinely like just haven't been able to do anything at home. So I'm at coffee shop number 2 now. Let's hope this goes better. There's no one really outside, so this is a good sign. I could sit out here. It is hot, and this coffee shop doesn't have nearly as much shade as the other one did. That's why I went to the other one, even though I prefer the coffee here. So yeah, we'll see what happens. The sun is definitely setting in, and I overheat very easily, so this is gonna be interesting. But I was like, I'm not gonna risk my health. And the man, oh my god, I felt so bad because he was like, oh my gosh, I hope I'm not running you off, like, where are you going, and all this stuff. And I was like, no, and I lied, and I said I was gonna leave anyway. But I was just like, okay, you're very close to me, sir, and I can't afford this right now. I'm very upset because for once in my life, I was on task and I was doing my work, And then I got this bomb raspberry pistachio donut, and I forgot to take a picture of it. So did I even eat it if I didn't record it for this vlog? What was the point? What was the point, people? I'm obviously joking. I just feel like that had to be said for whatever reason. I just added some cinnamon and some lactate because it's so sweet and so good. I'm out here hanging out by the pool for a little bit. I decided to take things slow. I don't have my hijab on, so that's why I can't show my face right now, but I had planned on just like jumping straight into my workout and watching this webinar about like residency stuff, but honestly, I am just going to sip my espresso, hang out here, just like listen to the sounds of nature, and then in a little bit, when I don't feel like I'm gonna throw up from the milk that I added to this espresso, I will go work out because you know what? I started studying for this test in January. It's now July. It's been literally 7 full months of me just torturing myself trying to study for this exam, and I'm over it. So yeah, I'm gonna take that extra 10 minutes that I'm gonna be out here. Oh my gosh, some bug just hit me. Oh my gosh, it's time to go. Okay, what? Are y'all seeing this? Are y'all seeing this right now? I'm so scared. Help me. Oh my gosh. I promise that's not sweat. It's just my, okay, that was sweat a little bit. It's my overpriced sunscreen moisturizer. It's from Glossier, is that how you say it? All I know about it is it's SPF 35 and it comes in a little yellow and white container and it's overpriced. So since we last spoke, I made all those veggies and then I put them to the side and I ate Red Lobster with my brother instead. And then I did my laundry. My clothes didn't dry properly, but I kind of liked it because then it's really hot outside. So I was like, oh, this is like cooling. I feel like I'm just getting more and more like unfiltered and real in these videos, and y'all are just about to see like the real me come out and not like YouTuber me. But anywho, then I'm not gonna last very long talking while I'm out here because I have this condition called not being in shape and I get out of breath very fast. So where was I? Oh, and then I made this video for my friend who was struggling a little bit with a PT concept, or I guess like a biomechanics concept about like roll and slide and basically like joint arthrokinematics. And I was making this like tutorial video and I just remember like how much I miss teaching and talking through like PT stuff, and just miss it, y'all. So I actually applied for a TA position, or like expressed interest. I haven't officially applied, and they emailed me back super fast. It's at a local DPT program, and I have yet to email them back because I'm still working on finalizing my resume and CV. So I feel kind of bad that I might not get back to them till after boards, but hopefully they will understand, and they like have been through it before, obviously. But yeah, so love teaching, and I love when my friends ask me questions because it makes me feel like they trust me with the answers, and also trust that I can teach it to them in a way that might make sense. So yes, I also love asking a lot of questions. So my like group chat with my friends has been, we like made a separate group chat for everyone taking the licensure exam in July, and it's literally just like constant questions back and forth and like constant like screenshots and sharing of resources stuff. So it's really nice. But if I'm being honest, I studied for a total of maybe like 30 minutes, 45 minutes today, and it was just me going over the last 50 questions of a 200 question practice test. So once I get done with this walk, I'm really gonna have to force myself to study at least just like a little bit more, like 1 or 2 more concepts, and then I can like relax a little bit more. But I just don't want to like regret not putting in the time and the work now when I only have a week and a half left. I just like stared down this leaf as I walked past it because I thought it was a bird and I was waiting for it to move. I don't think my neighbors like me very much. I want to run through this so bad right now, but I will control myself, especially because we know the people who live there and they just walked out as soon as I walked by. Go, 50 minutes, done. And now I'm gonna go film another video. Good morning. Hi. Good morning. I missed you too. Hi. Hi. Hello, welcome back. I guess you've been watching this video, so it's not welcome back for you, but welcome back to me, to my own life. It is day 2. I'm gonna go study some more. I'm back at the same coffee shop. Really no other life updates, honestly. I've got a couple of like small personal projects that I'm working on that are associated with my blog, so I might work on those first for a little while just to wake myself up, just to give my coffee some time to set in. And then I actually don't have a solid plan for today in terms of NPTE studying. I have a few different concepts written down that I know that I don't know, so I'm going to briefly review those. A couple of basics things from like first year that have slipped my mind. The other day I forgot which one was the temporal lobe and which one was the parietal lobe. That's not a good sign for someone taking a test where one of the 3 major concepts is neuro, so I need to review that. There's certain anatomy stuff that I feel like never really stuck, especially lower extremity, like nerve distribution, so like sensory distribution and like motor innervation stuff that I never even truly like solidified in my brain in the first place. So time to learn that stuff, review things like brachial plexus, just stuff that like I knew really well and could write out on a whiteboard however many times in first year, but you don't use that stuff all the time, you know, like you start thinking about things clinically and thinking about things in the real world, and things become less like textbook once you go into your clinical rotation. So yeah, so just gonna review some of that stuff and then we'll go from there. This mask is falling apart, and let's see, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but like, do you see how it's just like coming apart a little bit? And it really, like, not a big deal at all, first world problems, but it like I can like feel it on my face and on my lips and like in my nose when I'm studying. So I found this mask sitting on our counter and I have no idea who it belongs to, but it belongs to me now. I was gonna just use a new mask for my exam and just try to like deal with this one, but it really is just kind of like an unnecessary annoyance. So new mask, new me. Okay, totally not the day I was expecting. My little brother ended up getting sick, poor thing. So I came home, helped out with that, and then I have just been doing way better with studying outside and just leaving my home, even if that means just coming out on here to the deck. So we bought this umbrella a while ago, but then didn't have the base for it, so we just bought the base, and then I am gonna put it together now, even though it's super duper hot and I don't actually think I'm gonna sit out here. But right now we just have the table inside of our sunroom here, which it works, but it's honestly just as hot in there. And so yes, we don't have like the sun beating down, but not a great situation either way. So I'm gonna put this up and then just see if I can create like a comfortable outdoor space for me to work in. Just call me Bob the Builder. All right, I gotta go study now for real. It's day number of studying at this point. It's Tuesday, July 21st. I leave in 1 week to go to Carbondale, Illinois. It's about 2.5 hours away to take my exam, and then that's it. So I'm gonna get to Carbondale on Tuesday, take the test Wednesday morning. It's at 8:30 in the morning, and then I should be done by like a little bit after noon. We're allotted 5 hours, but I'm hoping it won't take the whole time just because I know myself and I know the adrenaline will probably kick in, and I don't know. Anyways, I will probably record a little bit of my coffee, my breakfast, and my study materials today, but I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. If y'all enjoyed this chaotic mashup of a couple days of studying in my life, it's been some mixture of like at-home studying or outdoor coffee shop studying this past week. I hope I'm prepared. I've got a few days left. I'm just gonna try to make the most of them, but I hope y'all enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.